question for Mr. Lockwood, and actually yourself as well, Ian, as a member of the public. You mentioned earlier you had some concerns about officers giving a brief holding statement during the post-incident procedures, and I find it slightly disingenuous. So I asked you a hypothetical question. You're driving home tonight, you're a bit tired, it's a long day, you work hard, and 1 second the road is clear in front of you, and the next second there's a child, you hit the child, and the child's seriously injured, perhaps they're going to die. And if that happens in an area of the country that still has traffic police, at some point shortly afterwards you get invited to give an interview, and there's no disclosure at the moment because it's only just happened. There's no information about the manner of your driving, whether you were fatigued. There's no information about the structural integrity of your vehicle. And you've got a legal representative with you who strongly advises that at this point you give a short holding statement rather than a full statement, which in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years might come back to bite you and perhaps even take your liberty away from you. When the spotlight's on you, Mr. Lockwood, when you're in that position, do you ignore your solicitor and give a full account in the full knowledge of what might happen, or do you give a brief holding statement pending more disclosure?
So I think, first of all, what I've tried to indicate is that respect and better understanding in terms of the context of which policing is done and the split-second decisions you have to make. And one of the most informative bit of time I spent was with the counter-terrorism team and to try and understand, I did the judgment range to understand how those split-second decisions have to be made, and they're very difficult. What I want to get to a position is an investigation is about gathering information, and we want to make sure we can conclude that investigation as quick as we can. And I have to say, the cooperation and work yourselves and the Fed we do together has vastly improved. That's my point. But where we have a situation where there is a gap of 4 months before we can get an interview, and where we do get that interview, there's a no comment, we can't progress the investigation as quickly as we want. Because our job, like your job, we want to get this finished as soon as we can. So what I'm asking here is, respective of what you said, is us to cooperate better. And I think what underpins this, and what's something I want to check, is a lack of trust between us. Yep. And I absolutely respect that. It's reflected in, I think, in the section separation issue debate on section 22. There's a lack of trust about what our intentions are by us doing these investigations and these actions. So what I'd like to do going forward is, your officers, your members will feel able to have those conversations with the belief that they are genuine and we are just trying to get to what happened rather than for any ulterior motive. So there's an issue of trust for me, but you put me under pressure that you want me to do more timely investigation. I just need your cooperation in doing that. So just while Ian's answering, if I could ask you to answer my question, just think about your answer while Ian's answering it, because you haven't answered it yet.
So you want a more robust reassurance, perhaps, as to what you would do in that situation that has just been outlined.
What would I do?
The spotlight's on you. It's just happened. I'm looking at you across the table, and I've just pressed record.
If it was me talking to the IOPC, I would talk to them and tell them what happened, because I had nothing to hide. That's my advice.
Okay. Thank you.
Not your answer?